Try to win this game. Oh,
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. Into the secondary, past the 40. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Here's Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now Wilson, option right, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tarvarius Moore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Really?
By Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, okay. Get back to the line
that far.
2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Returnable for Lockett. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. This is Carson. Shrugs him off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Now it's Carson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot
this is insane, man. Jesus Christ. They all fall forward.
You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, I mean, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Crazy, man.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Second down at 4.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Damn.
We've hit the
This
2-minute
dude
mark
is
of the
not
second
coming out
quarter.
of this formation.
14-7.
Come on, little KD. Damn, son.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this one is in.
Fucking goddamn garbage, man.
The one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To this
Stupid
point, I've been
shit.
impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He gets it left side to Johnson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That'll be complete to Sermon.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Lance looking to throw it. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Again, it's Lance.
Stupid fucking Trey Lance, you goddamn bum. God damn it, I cannot stand this motherfucker.
At the closing stages of the first half.
He's had a fantastic rookie
Have
season.
some sort of goddamn accuracy for crying out loud. Jesus Christ.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
Not even bearable.
Is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
How is that not? Are you kidding me, Madden?
We're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
Fucking stupid.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Throwing now is Lance.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers.
Raheem Mostert.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
How the hell did he hold on to that?
A chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Shit,
to throw is Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. Now Carson fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now. It's
damn time.
Following that fumble return for a score. This will be returned.
Get out here putting motherfuckers in body bags all goddamn day. And just now get a fucking fumble. Fuck out of my face.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he'll be brought
Still
down
gets
on
5
what's going to
fucking
turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
You got the awareness of a goddamn tree.
DK Metcalf.
Fuck out of here.
Digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's on the goal. And we are tied in the 4th quarter.
Slant Hawks. Slant Hawks.
Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Slant Hawks. Hey, can we get a hashtag Slant Hogs in the chat?
To get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Second and 5. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
That's the one.
It's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
There ain't no goddamn way he saw that shit.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable.
This shit is astronomical. It's outrageous.
On this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Lance now to throw.
Attaboy, Trey Lance. My fucking hero.
Trey Flowers picks it.
God, what the fuck pass was that?
What lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this.
This is why people hate you, DA.
Backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on
God
this level.
damn,
so
fucking
when they're
terrible.
in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
26 man. Push him back. Push him back.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 105 yards on the ground for him. He's getting better, really, as the night's going on. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So
You really putting Tupac on, you fucking bitch?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down.
He's really
right
putting Tupac up.
Following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, we don't do it in the game.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles David.